Here in this video, we're taking a look at Romans 13, verses 8 through 14. Owe nothing to anyone except to love one another, for he who loves his neighbor has fulfilled the law. For this, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet. And if there is any other commandment, it is summed up in this saying, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to a neighbor, therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. Do this, knowing the time that it is already the hour for you to awaken from sleep, for now salvation is nearer to us than when we believed. The night is almost gone, and the day is near. Therefore let us lay aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us behave properly as in the day, not as carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual promiscuity and sensuality, not in strife and jealousy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provision for the flesh in regard to its lusts. Now, coming out of this idea of Christians paying taxes, Paul transitions to this point here about followers of Jesus owing debts. Owe nothing, Paul says. And then he reiterates that love is the only thing that is owed to one another, and ultimately is the perfect embodiment of all the other commandments of the law. He then concludes this chapter by reminding his readers that the day of the Lord is near. And he does this as a kind of motivation for them, encouraging them to throw off, as he says, the works of darkness, the deeds of darkness, not following the default settings of this world and not living in a way that gratifies selfish desires. These examples he gives, carousing, sexual promiscuity, very common in the Roman Empire, very common in the worship of Roman deities. Again, Christianity has always been countercultural, even in its early stages here. So in other words, Paul sums this all up by saying to put on the Lord Jesus. In other words, follow Christ's example in loving others and living submissively.